ever come across an Ola or an Uber driver asking you to give them a 5-star rating? If the answer is yes, don't worry, you're not the only one. Most of us have come across this situation. But the point that I'm trying to make here is whether a buyer or a seller or an employee or employer, everyone is behind understanding the sentiment of employee, sentiment of products, sentiment of services. Although this is a very subjective area and difficult to analyze, we still have a solution to it, and the solution is sentiment analysis. So that's the topic of the day, and let's look into it in a deeper way. If you want to run a successful business today, what do you need? You need customer sentiments, so that basis those you could improvise on your product, on your services, on your processes and system and make more money. But then the question is, where does you get these customer sentiments? You can get these data directly from the feedback survey that you run, or maybe the transactional surveys that you could run after every transaction, or during the life cycle of your product or service. At different stages you can capture this information. So that's how you have the data available. And I also told you that you have almost 60% of the data is not numerical data in one of my video. Most of the data is unstructured, and lot of information is actually available on your social media sites connected to your business. So use those. And using this, we can try out sentiment analysis. So now sentiment analysis is part of natural language processing, and using this we can actually understand whether the sentiment of the customer is positive, negative or neutral, using mostly the text or image files. So let's look at how can we do it and what are the different types in which we can do it. Now let's understand what are the different types of sentiment analysis. The first one is fine-grained sentiment analysis. This is at a sentence level or at a text level. So whenever these text or sentences are analyzed, the result comes in the form of very positive, positive, neutral, negative, very negative. The next one is aspect-based sentiment analysis. This is based on the components and attributes of product or services, and the output is mostly at a very high level, which is positive, neutral or negative. Third one is very interesting one. It is emotion detection. So it doesn't limit only till the text level. Instead, all your facial expressions are captured via your images, your verbal expressions are captured through audio files, and your written expressions are captured by all the text. And in this case, the output is not a positive, negative or neutral. Instead, the output is varies from your different types of emotions, so which is sadness or fear or anger or normal and so on and so forth. The last one is multilingual sentiment analysis. With the name itself, you might have got that this analysis is done on multiple languages, and for doing this we need neural networks that works behind the scene. So those were all the 4 types of sentiment analysis. Now let's look at a very simple example to understand how does this work. Let's understand this analysis using an example. So if I have provided a feedback to a restaurant saying that food at the restaurant was good with an exclamation mark. So in this case, as a first step, tokenization happens. So this entire sentence is broken down into tokens, and every token is either a word or special character. Next one is cleaning of data. So all your special character goes off, so my exclamation mark is gone. Next one is removal of stop words. So the words like at, the, was also goes off. So now we are left with just 3 words, that's food, restaurant and good. Now as part of classification using the internal dictionary, these words are classified into 3 categories: positive, neutral or negative, and points are assigned using supervised learning. So for every positive word you get 1 point, for every neutral word you get 0 point, and for negative word you get -1. So in our case, food and restaurant would get 0 point because those are neutral word, but good will get 1 point which is because it's a positive word. Now as part of calculation, these entire all the points are summed up. So 0 plus 0 plus 1, answer is 1. And you remember, what is 1? 1 means positive. So this is how my entire sentence or my entire feedback comes out as a result of a positive feedback. This is quite a simple example that I took, but when we work with large volumes of data, it gets a little complex. But don't worry, there are still tools who will handle all these calculations in the background. You can use Python, you can even use Excel to get these kind of results. So that's all about sentiment analysis, and now I will be very happy to know your sentiments about this video. So don't hesitate to like, share, subscribe and give your comment so that I can analyze your result and improvise in my coming videos. With that, me Sarika Hussain signing off. Have a good day.